Good morning, students. I hope you all are safe and healthy at home. And students, we have started theme 9 Kings and Chronicles. In the previous video, we have covered the topic the Mughal emperors. It means from Babur to Aurangzeb, Babur, then his able successors. In this video, we will cover the another topic the production of chronicles. As I told you, a chronicle is a historical account of facts and events arranged in a chronological order. Chronicle information sources may vary. It means some chronicles written from the direct knowledge, some are from the witnesses or the participants in the event, still others are the accounts passed orally prior to being written. So typically equal weightage is given for historically important event and the local event, and the purpose being the recording of events that occurred seen from the perspective of the chronicler. So, student, Chronicles it was mainly commissioned by the Mughal emperors, and Chronicles are the important source for studying the empire and its course because it gives the information about the ruler, about his family, the courts and the nobles, even the life of a common man that time in the Mughal empire. So Akbarnama, Shahjahanama, and Alamgir. Akbarnama is a story of Akbar. It means it describes mainly the life of Akbar. Similarly, Shahjahan, who was the able successor of Salim or Jahangir, Shahjahanama, Alamgir, a title given to Aurangzeb. It all was written by the chronicles. So, student, Mughal courts chronicles mainly were written in Persian language. Babur, or I can say the Mughals, they were uh, from the Chagatai Turks. It means from the father side they were belongs to Turks. So Turkish was their mother language, but later Akbar was the one who finally changed this language from Turkish to Persian language. And student Babur mainly wrote the poetries and his memoirs in the Turkish language. Memoirs means a historical account or a biography written from the personal knowledge. Babur always wrote poetry and his biography in the Turkish language, but Akbar was the one who finally promoted the Persian language and who made the Persian the leading language of the Mughal court. And student, the reason behind this that in Akbar's court there were different person from the different regions. It means there were diversity in the Akbar's court, cultural and intellectual contact with the Iran, as well as the regular stream of Iranian and Central Asian migrants. I think this motivate the emperor to adopt the language. क्योंकि इतनी डाइवर्सिटी थी, इतने तरह तरह के लोग थे, तो उन्होंने कहीं ना कहीं मोटिवेट किया अकबर को दैट ही शुड अडॉप्ट द पर्शियन लैंग्वेज एंड ही शुड प्रमोट द पर्शियन लैंग्वेज. Then everyone at that time in the Mughal Empire they spoke and they learned Persian language. King, the elites, royal households, accountant, clerks, and the other they learned Persian language. And students somewhere the Persian idioms even the vocabulary indirectly influence the language of the official record in Rajasthani, in Tamil, in Marathi. And student, with the passage of time, a new language came into being, which was Urdu. And it means उस टाइम पे अब languages थी उर्दू, संस्कृत, Turkish, Hindi, and Persian. But Akbar mainly promoted or made the Persian the leading language of the Mughal Empire. Similarly, student, whereas Babur he wrote poetries and his historical accounts in the Turkish language, but Akbar Akbarnama was written in the Persian language, and student Akbar also translated the Babur's memoirs from Turkish to Persian language. It means Baburnaama was first written in the Turkish language and later it was translated into Persian language, which is known as Persian Baburnaama. Similarly, student, Mahabharat and the Ramayana, the two main famous epics which were written firstly in Sanskrit texts, were also translated into Persian language, and the Mahabharata was translated as the Book of Wars, Raznama. Similarly, student, all the books in the Mughal India or Mughal Empire, they were manuscript. It means they were handwritten. And student, the center of the manuscript production was the Imperial Kitab Khana. Kitab Khana means लाइब्रेरी, एंड जो मेनली मैन्यूस्क्रिप्ट प्रोडक्शन होती थी वो किताब खाना में, वो लाइब्रेरी में होती थी. And student, the creation of the manuscript, it involved a number of people performing a variety of tasks, like paper makers were needed to prepare the folios of the manuscripts. Similarly, the calligraphers or the scribes to copy the text, the gliders to illuminate the pages. Similarly, the painters to illustrate scenes from the text, and the last one is the bookbinder. It means bookbinder who will gather the individual folios and set them with the ornamental covers, and the final finished product, and or I can say the final finished manuscript, it was seen as a precious object, a work of intellectual wealth and beauty. So student, the next is calligraphy. Calligraphy means the art of handwriting, and it was very famous in Mughal Empire. It was practiced using the different styles. And student, Akbar's famous was Naqsh Talik. What is Naqsh Talik? It is a style of Islamic calligraphy formalized in the 14th century by the master Mir Ali Tabrizi, though its exact origin is not clear. So, as a name indicates, it is a combination of the elements of two predating style, Naqsh and Talik. Although Islamic calligraphy's early development was exclusively confined to the Arabic language, Naqsh Talik was the first style to be invented with the Persian language in the mind, and it was Akbar's favorite. It is written using a piece of trimmed reed with a tip of 5 to 10 mm called kalam, which was dipped in the carbon shahi or carbon ink. And student, the next is painted image. Abul Fazl, who was the main chronicle of the Akbar, he described painting as a magical art. And student, because painting served not only to enhance the beauty of a book, but were believed to possess a special power of communicating ideas and the power of kingdom. And student, uh, whereas the paintings had some positive effect, the production of painting also created the tension between the rulers of the Islam and the representative of the Muslim Orthodox, the ulemas. It means ulemas who were the Orthodox Muslims, they were not favor in the paintings. They disliked painting, so it created a tension between the rulers of Islam, who finally commissioned the Chronicles to write the text and painted the images, but the ulemas were not in the favor. And student, later on, when this dispute was solved, many Muslim rulers, they commissioned artists to paint their portraits and the scene of life. Like Bizad contributed to spreading the cultural fame of the Iranians at Safavid court. Mir Sayyid Ali and Abdus Samad were great painters at the time of Humayun. As student, there is a quote which was given by the Abul Fazl, which is, there are many that hate painting but such man I dislike. It appears to me then an artist has a unique way of recognizing good when he must come to feel that he cannot bestow life on his work. It means student Abul Fazl, he supported painting. He called painting as a magical art, and finally in his quote he said that the person who don't like painting, such man I dislike. And it appears to me that an artist has a unique way of recognizing God. So I hope this topic is clear to you, student. The two topic we have covered, the painted image and the production of chronicles. If you have any doubt, students, you can call me. And in the homework I have given an assignment to you regarding this. The assignment will should be in the fair notebook. And student, if you have any doubt, you can call me. Thank you, students.